Morning, guys.
Good morning. I hope you guys are having an amazing morning because me and Tracy are ready for you guys.
And I hope you guys are very ready to warmly experience the new boom that we're bringing in as the morning
we
cafe.
have a lot of new things for you guys.
Yes.
You guys are going to be wowed by the amazing stuff you have. But before we dive into our amazing show, we need to shake things up as we awaken you guys because it's an amazing show and you need to be awake. Yes. I hope you guys are awake now because that is always just to lighten your mood and get you ready for our show.
Yeah, but before we go deep into the show that I'm very sure you're going to enjoy today, let's see the headlines.
First Lady Jeanette Kagame joined Saddleback community for mental health conversation. First Lady Jeanette Kagame on Sunday joined Kay Warren, spouse to American evangelist Rick Warren, and more than 300 members of the Saddleback Church in California for the church's monthly conversations, which revolved around addressing mental health. Call for regular checkup as Rwanda marks World Heart Day. Etienne Nirenganya, a 39-year-old resident of KINA district who weighs 83 kilograms, was one of the residents to get his heart tested. KINA Music boss clears air amidst alleged thief and extramarital affair. Renowned manager to one of the Rwanda's biggest music label, KINA Music, has cleared the air amidst a saga involving rumors of an extramarital affair after a sum of $1,925,000 was withdrawn by an unknown people.
And we're back with the morning call where we get to share with you stories that are going on and also stories that have been headlined in the country and also in our city. So headlined with our very own First Lady, Miss Jeanette Kagame, who joins the Saddleback community and also for mental health conversations. So our very own First Lady, Jeanette Kagame, on Sunday joined Kay Warren, spouse to American evangelist Rick Warren, and more than 300 members of Saddleback Church in California for the church's monthly conversations, which revolved around addressing mental health and also addressing the Saddleback community. Mrs. Jeanette Kagame also thanked Kay Warren, the spouse to Rick Warren, who we all know, for the invitation to join this month's conversation and also to learn how to deal with mental health issues, which are a very strong thing that affect people. And usually mental health is something that affects people. You find that in very many occasions when someone has mental health, it blocks them from a lot of things that they need to achieve or very many things that they need to get to. So Warren, who sits at the Presidential Advisory Council of President Paul Kagame, is the founder of Peace Plan Initiative, a network of church members through which local churches and also leaders are empowered. So Warren, a globally known American evangelist who started the Peace Plan after President Paul Kagame invited him in 2004 to extend the initiative to Rwanda. So the Peace Plan works to actually involve every Christian and every church in countries where they operate in the task of serving people and also in the areas of great global needs. So this was a very great thing that they got to discuss and also talk about in general, because mental health is one of the things that block people. You know, I've seen friends of mine or even had cases of people who have mental health, and it's not something you can play with, because when someone has mental health, they easily get to commit suicide. They easily get thoughts that are not which are not well and in a good moral structure. Yeah.
Speaking of suicide, one of the topics that they also talked about was the ongoing suicidal cases that a lot of people tend to go through. And speaking of that, we also had a suicidal case not long before in our city as well. So the fact that they addressed this issue was a really great opportunity for the people out there, especially the youth, to understand how deep the suicidal effect is on these citizens and how it can be tamed and how people can seek help and through the health sector in so many different ways. Yes.
Yeah. So tell us of our next story.
So for our next story is another headlines: the call of regular checkup on Rwanda as Rwanda marks its World Heart Day. So Etienne Nirenganya is the 39-year-old in KINA district who weighs 83 kilograms. So when he underwent a medical checkup on Sunday, he was given a clean bill of health, but was told to exercise regularly and minimize on the consumption of red meat. So Nirenganya was told by the medics that despite being fine for now, he had to cut down on his body fats to avoid risks of non-communicable diseases. Rwandans, especially those above 35 years old, were urged to make more medical checkups in an habit to prevent NCDs. So this is what he also went to say. I have to do checkups at least every month to be able to monitor my weight. I will also have to physically exercise. Ntirenganya said, conceding that he would rather do this because of high costs of association with treating NCDs and the dangers associated with them. So also Dr. Innocent, head of the Institute of HIV/AIDS Prevention and Control at Rwanda Biomedical Center, said that non-communicable diseases include heart diseases and are also on the rise of Rwanda besides being a worldwide concern. So one of the examples of Emmanuel, he was actually like a test tube. He was an example to the very many people out there who are fine for now, but of course have to keep on exercising in the future, have to keep on watching what they eat, have to keep on, because in order to keep their heart rate intact, sometimes we disregard some of these things, yet in the long run they're going to affect us. So World Heart Day is just always there to remind the people how to eat well, how to exercise well, so that we can avoid future aspects or future measures of where we have to go to the hospital to take a look at these things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So a third story, which is headlined by KINA Music boss clearing the air amidst alleged theft and also the extramarital affair, which is something that has been going on and also trending in the country. So dipping onto the story, Clément Ishimwe says money withdrawn from local bank after thugs stole his checkbook, successfully forging his signature and swapped his number so that all calls made in connection to the withdrawn money would be replied by the thief. So those people were able to steal my checkbook, as he said. They also forged my signature. Not only did they do that, but they were also able to swap my phone number, and also because they knew they would need the bank to talk to me concerning the money. So Clément knows that the bank usually calls him every time somebody is withdrawing an amount exceeding $1 million, and this time the bank called, but the thieves actually picked up and authorized the withdrawal. So everything was working out in their favor, and this is something that really was working out for them, the fact that they could get his signature and also get everything working in their favor. So however, many allegations have been since followed up the incident that someone claims indicating that the money was being paid by Clément to cover up an extramarital affair with a certain soldier's wife. So Clément says that he is being blackmailed and defamed also by the thieves who want to divert the issue from the actions of stealing and also taking it to a whole nother level. So they say that the lady Honorine Mukeshimana is one who is signed against the check and also included her national ID number that was told to fabricate the lie, and also she did exactly what she was told to do. So the matters are now in court, and suspects have been in police custody for some time. So he also, the victim, Shimya, also said that he could not divulge much information as the case was in court and investigation are still going on. So we hope justice is paid, and we also believe that all will be well with him and justice will be paid. In other words,
it's a funny thing how sometimes one thing leads to another, because the theft led to allegations seeming like he's cheating on his wife, Butera Knowles, who is the known singer that you guys mostly know, over a soldier wife. So
yes,
a lot, sometimes we diverge into a lot of gossip and we tend to shy away from the actual occasion that is happening, which is the theft that occurred to him. So
definitely.
yeah,
So it's another story that the thieves are bringing about. Yes, there is about them stealing, and now they're trying to
from them.
Exactly, take away the tension of the money, and then now try to cover it up and
putting him
mask
in the
it up.
spotlight.
Definitely, and put it in the spotlight, framing him with other allegations. So we hope justice is paid, and we believe that all will be done in the favor of the one who is just.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's all we had for you for the morning call, and I hope you really enjoyed it. But we still have a lot more coming up on the show. We're still your girls, Tracy and Martina.